Namaste, beloved listeners. The Mahabharata, it's not just a story of epic battles and mighty heroes. It's a cosmic saga of divine weapons so powerful that even the gods themselves trembled at their names. In today's video, we are counting down the top 10 most powerful weapons of the Mahabharata, from celestial arrows to Astras capable of destroying entire worlds. But before we begin, let me remind you that we have not added weapons like Sudarshan Chakra, although it was one of the most powerful weapons ever. It was not directly used in the Mahabharata itself, as Lord Krishna vowed not to participate and fight in the battle and lift any weapons. He chose to guide, not to destroy, letting humans decide their own fate. So, now let's begin our countdown. Stay till the end, because number 2 will leave you speechless, and number 1, it's so powerful it could erase creation itself. Let's dive into the weapons of destiny. Number 10. Astra, the fire weapon. First on our list is the blazing Astra, wielded by mighty warriors like Arjuna and Karna. But this was no ordinary arrow. When invoked, it unleashed an inferno capable of turning entire armies to ashes. Legends say its flames could even set the oceans ablaze, leaving behind nothing but scorched earth. And here's a question. If this weapon could burn everything, what could possibly stop its fury? Well, our next Astra was made for that very purpose. At number 9, we have Varun Astra, the ocean's wrath. If Astra was fire, then Varun Astra was its eternal rival, water. Wielded by warriors like Arjuna, this divine Astra could summon raging floods and massive waves washing away anything in its path. Imagine it, the fire and water colliding in the heart of Kurukshetra, turning the battlefields into a war between elements themselves. But tell me, between the two, which would you choose, the power to burn or the power to drown? As these elemental weapons clashed, the war's fate often rested not in fire or water, but in the hands that held the bows. Number 8 is the Vijaya bow, the thunder of Karna. Number 8 comes the Vijaya bow, the pride of Karna, gifted by Parshuram himself. This wasn't just a bow, it was a symbol of destiny. Whenever Karna drew Vijay, thunder roared across the skies and lightning flashed with every arrow he released. They said no warrior could defeat Karna as long as he wielded it. But can you guess which weapon dared to stand against Vijay? Let's find out in number 7, a weapon born from fire and blessed by the gods themselves. Number 7 is the Gandiv, a celestial bow of Arjuna. Standing against Karna's thunder was Gandiv, a legendary bow of Arjuna. Forged by Lord Brahma and handed to Arjuna through Agni, this bow was said to be as radiant as lightning itself. With its inexhaustible quivers, Arjuna could rain arrows endlessly, turning day into night on the battlefield. The mere twang of Gandiv's string sent fear through the enemy ranks even before the arrows struck. But here's a thought. If both Karna and Arjuna held divine bows, whose destiny would be favored by gods? Stay tuned, because the next weapon on our list decided more than just battles. It decided fate itself. Number 6. Vashavi Shakti, Indra's deadly spear. At number 6 comes the Vashavi Shakti, gifted to Karna by none other than Lord Indra himself. This was a one-use weapon, but once launched, it could never miss and it guaranteed death. Karna reserved it for one man, Arjuna, his greatest rival, but fate had other plans. When the mighty Ghatotkacha unleashed chaos upon the Kaurav army, Karna was forced to use this divine spear on him instead. The night sky blazed as Ghatotkacha's massive body fell, saving Arjuna's life, but sealing Karna's tragic destiny forever. So tell me, would you use your strongest weapon early or save it for the one battle that defines you? That brings us to number 5, Narayanastra, the Rain of Death. Next comes a weapon so terrifying, even the gods warned against resisting it, the Narayanastra wielded by Ashwatthama. Once unleashed, it rained down countless divine missiles, chasing every enemy it marked. And here's the deadly twist. The more one resisted, the stronger it grew. Warriors tried to fight back only to face infinite arrows from every direction. The only way to survive? Drop every weapon and surrender completely. Even Bhim, the fearless warrior, refused to bow until Krishna himself pulled him down to the ground to save his life. Now think, what kind of weapon punishes those who fight back and spares only those who surrender? Number 4 is the 3 arrows of Barbaric, also known as Khattusyam. At number 4 lies one of the most mysterious powers in the Mahabharata, the 3 arrows of Barbaric, grandson of Bhim. Barbaric needed only 3 arrows to decide the entire war. With the first arrow, he would mark all those he wished to destroy. With the second, he would mark those he wished to spare. And the third, it would destroy every marked enemy, then return to his quiver. Just 3 arrows to end a war of millions. But Krishna knew if Barbaric fought, the Kurukshetra war would end in an instant, leaving Dharma itself unresolved. So Krishna asked for his head before the battle began. And it's said if even after decapitation, Barbaric's head watched the entire war from a hilltop. Chilling, isn't it? But if this tale surprises you, wait till we reach the weapons of the gods themselves. Number 3. Pashupatastra, Shiva's ultimate weapon. At number 3 stands the Pashupatastra bestowed by Lord Shiva upon Arjuna. This divine weapon was unstoppable once invoked. It could be unleashed through thought, words, or bow. There was no defense against it, none. But here's what it makes truly haunting. Arjuna never used it. Why? Because Krishna warned him, if you release this Astra, the world itself may not survive. A weapon so powerful that even in the greatest war of Dharma, it had to remain silent. Can you imagine holding that much power and choosing restraint? Number 2. Brahmastra Astra, the course of 4 heads. The second most terrifying weapon was the Brahmastra Astra, known only to a selected few, Arjuna and Ashwatthama among them. Said to carry the 4 heads of Brahma at its tip, it could turn vast regions into barren wastelands for centuries. And here's the shocking part. Ashwatthama once invoked it not against Arjuna but at the womb of Uttara, aiming to destroy the unburned ire of the Pandavas. That unborn child, Parikshit, was destined to continue their lineage. Only Krishna's divine power saved the child and with him the future of an entire dynasty. A weapon that could wipe out generations yet unburn. And still, one Astra surpassed even this. So, can you make a guess what could be at number 1? Yes, at number 1 we have the weapon that could end the entire world and also known as the deadliest weapon of all the weapons. It's the Brahmastra, wielded by mighty warriors like Arjuna, Karna, and Ashwatthama. This divine Astra was said to burn the earth barren, dry up rivers, and wipe out entire armies with a single strike. But the true terror of the Brahmastra lay not in its power, but in what could happen if 2 of them ever collided. Sages warned that such a clash could shatter the every fabric of the universe, and it almost did, when Arjuna and Ashwatthama both prepared to unleash it. Until Lord Krishna intervened at the final moment, saving humanity from total destruction. The Brahmastra wasn't just a weapon, it was the edge of apocalypse itself. So tell me, which of these divine weapons do you think was the most powerful? And if you had the chance to wield one, which one would you choose? These were the top 10 most powerful weapons of the Mahabharata, each holding the power to shape destiny itself. Was it the spear that changed Karna's fate, the 3 arrows of Barbaric that could end the war in just a few shots, or the Brahmastra, the weapon strong enough to destroy the whole world. Share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for our channel for more untold stories from our timeless epics, because every weapon has its legend and every legend has a lesson. Until then, keep sharing, keep supporting and keep the spirit of our ancient legends alive.